Hello, hello, hello. It has been a while. It has been wild. I know a lot of you guys are Shibnobi holders, so I'm literally not having time to make videos and edit them or do anything. Right? I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and there's been a lot happening. A lot has happened. I know you guys have heard it. Hey, Dojo Swap's not working. Uniswap's not working, or you can't trade Shibnobi on Dojo Swap. You can't trade Shibnobi on Uniswap. Tokens are missing. I'm trying to think what else. Uh, you are the reason that Shift token has a delay. It is crazy. It is crazy. There's so much things that are being. Yo, Dan Fitzpatrick, nice to see you. Red Sox, you're not late. I appreciate it. But there's so many things happening, and I was like, hey, I should make a video. I wanna make you guys aware, at least from my I hate this. There's like a white thing on my hat. That's annoying. OCD, OCD, OCD. What is this? What are you? Uh HD, sorry. So I really want to I really want to make a video and be like, hey, I want to edit it this way. I want to do all these things. I want to do all these things to come explain what exactly has happened, what the timeline is. Because everyone has the same questions. They don't. One of the things, especially with Shibnobi, which I know even Tammy, the crypto queen, agrees, is there's a hard time getting this type of news on YouTube. And Rodney was telling me that Crypto Realist, legal, literally everyone in our group of people that we watch. I know many of the Ganja Goons gangs watches the same content that I do. We get recommended the same channels. I want to assume that some of you guys just don't know what's going on. You're hearing Shibnobi has an issue. There's a hack. There's contract. People stole tokens. You're hearing all types of craziness, and it's sometimes hard to understand what's real and what's fake. So this is not even part of any of my series. No, this is not number 39. I really want to just address the Shibnobi issues and really see if anyone has any questions, and kind of also go over high level the timeline of what what has happened, because we are this transparent. There's nothing that I have to hide from you. There is nothing that Cliff is like, Teddy, don't tell them this, make it seem like this. And there's none of that. We are 100% transparent, where we're going to tell you exactly what has happened. But the official news does come from Cliff. He is the guy that's going to validate in the end. So, by the way, there's 40 of you guys here. Please like the stream. This stream will need a lot of likes in order to combat all the fudders that we already have on here. So let me just quickly go through the chat. I may not go through the chat as much this stream. Please don't hate me. I just really want to address the Shibnobi stuff primarily. 25% of my Shinja bag is missing. Okay, there we go. Teddy, tell us, man, if this is bad. There's nothing bad. There is nothing bad. So I'm going to try and explain this to you high level on. And guys, you do need you need to really think, because this is like me trying to explain blockchain sometimes to an infant, right? Because there's a lot of technical things that happen. So one of the main things, and I kind of wrote down, some things that I hope will help me explain it a little bit better, was we had a Uniswap issue where Shibnobi, the balance was not loading. Like, people would go in and they would import the Shibnobi contract and they would get a spinning circle. They would see the spinning circle and they would say, hey, that's it. Shibnobi's not loading. I can't trade it. And that was one of the most tickets that we got. That was like priority one, right? Oh my God, I had to sneeze and it was awkward. Anyway, so uh, the main priority issue was like the Uniswap bug. Everyone's like, it's still a thing. So what we did is our community went out. We issued a ticket to the GitHub of Uniswap. So I'm gonna share this with you guys because many people like do not understand the concept of open source or what it means. Um, but this is one of the things, right? So there's a thing called GitHub. On there, the Uniswap is a actual labs where you can go through all their code, all everything. So we know it's open source. So one of the things we did is we made a new issue in their interface. And if you look at the bug 3616 opened 4 days ago, this was one of the first things that in this chain of events that we addressed. So 3616, the Shinja token doesn't show a balance when imported. It just constantly spins when trying to import. So we even went onto their Discord. We talked to a mod, and the mod told us that, hey, you can swap. Just because you get a little loading thing doesn't mean it's not working. Maybe there's something wrong with their API. The bug has been submitted. This, I know this feels like such a standard response, but this is outside our realm. We don't control Uniswap's code, so we need them to address this bug and make it a priority. So we did this, right? 4 days ago, we got this in. Then we got this bug of where people were saying, hey, we can't trade Shibnobi. We can't trade Shinja. And this is what happens. Anytime a dev team just fixes a bug, so now they've just fixed it. And then the same bug comes back. You usually go, oh, this is a duplicate bug. And you try not to address it because you think in your mind you've already addressed it, right? Because the first one 4 days ago was a ticket. Then 2 days ago, people reported after we addressed this, put the narrative out, people started saying, hey, we can't trade Shibnobi. We can't trade Shibnobi. Well, that, in fact, was not a duplicate bug. They really couldn't trade Shibnobi on Uniswap. So at that time, 2 days ago, we started going with the narrative, hey, Legal Alien, nice to see you, Shivalingam, indeed. We started going with the narrative that, this is an issue on Uniswap. We couldn't figure out. Nothing changed in the contract. We did nothing. There was no difference at this point, right? So we're like, something must have happened. What? I can't tell you, right? But Uniswap was not working. I tried it myself. I could not get in. I could not trade on any of the wallets. So we, in our mind, we're going, what the heck is this? What's happening? And if you guys are paying attention to the Shibnobi AMAs, Cliff came on, 2 nights ago, and he goes, yeah, I ended up fixing the Uniswap bug. We asked in our development community what the issue, if anyone's ever experienced like this, and they told me that the fix is you go to 1inch, and on 1inch you do a swap, and it'll fix Uniswap. And as soon as that dev team told us, Cliff went and he did that, and then boom, Uniswap's Shibnobi started working. We still have this bug where the balance doesn't show on the UI, but if you make, and right now reflections are 8%, you may have to increase your taxation. Your slippage to, I know, maybe 18% to actually get this through. It's out there, but regardless, this is literally what the timeline is, right? So then I got into this verification where I'm like, yep, there is a bug with the balance. That bug was not related to this 1inch bug where 1inch it started immediately working after we swapped there. Uniswap started working. It hasn't happened again. We've not had any issues. People are trading. Then since yesterday, there's another bug that happens where Dojo Swap. So there's a token about to launch. So this is the phase events, guys. You guys need to hear this, right? Like, because this is how transparent we are. You may not get it from Cliff. He may not see everything that's happening. He's the official guy. He's going to tell you the official thing. This is really how we're managing it. There's nothing, I'm hiding. But basically, 2 days ago, the Dojo Swap issue was, hey, we can't trade Shibnobi on Dojo Swap, and the other tokens may be having an issue. We can't figure it out, blah, 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 indicating there was an issue with Dojo Swap. So we're like, okay, well, Shift token's about to launch. And now this is like an hour before. So we got everything ready for Shift token. An hour before we're about to launch Shift token, they come to us and they're like, your swap isn't working. And I'm like, what do you mean? We literally just fixed the Uniswap thing. You can trade on Uniswap. I'm going through all the narratives. Like, this is what you do as a developer, but I don't do customer service. So I may have been I may have been just right to the point to them, but I was like, no, we fixed this. This is all working. But then I went to try it, and they were right. Dojo Swap wasn't working. So then we in like that 3-hour window, we finally get everything fixed. We found everything we're supposed to. It's 8:30. It's 8:30 at this time, and this is the thing. It's 8:30. Everyone is worried about Shift Token, but there's another thing that happened. In this timeline. There is an important thing that happened around 2 o'clock. Cliff had this idea. He had just talked to the CVC guy. He decided, hey, let me turn on reflections for the Shibnobi contract, so there's an auto burn. He was thinking for the benefit of the project, let me go do this, because in his mind, when he had brought up the idea to other devs, that's what they told him. They're like, hey, if you want to do an auto burn, you turn on reflections to the dead wallet, that'll start, and then boom, you'll start doing an auto burn every time that wallet has a transaction. So that happened, but there was nothing that was crazy. No one knew. There was no one in this world that can come to me and be like, at that point, by 2 o'clock, they knew something happened, because everyone's price stayed the same. This is the famous Shibnobi tokens missing thing that I'm talking about right now. Everyone's price stayed the same. No one noticed a difference. You can look at the price history. If there's a dip, it's so minimal, right? So no one knows at this point. So 8 o'clock, the entire time, we're only thinking about Shift Token. The only thing we know then and there is Shift Token. No one knows Cliff did this. No one knows, like, I wasn't informed till, he doesn't tell, you're not supposed to do market manipulation like that. So if you turned on an auto burn, that's market manipulation. He can't tell me that. So there's certain things that he only holds, right? So literally, this happens, and I'm just at the point of Shift Token. 8:30, everything gets ready. We're good. Tokens are working on Dojo Swap. The only token not working at this point, it's about 9:20. And Shibnobi token is all other tokens you can trade. And people are trading Shift Token like anything. I'm watching the charts. I'm watching everything, right? And I'm like, yo, like this is doing pretty well. Like Shift Token, good. And then I get a message from my brother. Hold 1 second. I'm sorry. I get messages now all the time. I just have to make sure it's not something I have to address immediately. So yeah, I'll make this quick. So at around this time, I get a message. So Shift Tokens launched, and my brother at I want to say it's sometime between the AMA, he's like, hey, why did my tokens change? So this is yesterday, right? So he messaged me. He's like, why did my tokens change? I have a different token amount. And then this is the first time we hear this, and we come to the AMA. This is where Cliff's like, yep, heard about the issue. We tried to do the Shift Token thing, but all people wanted to talk about. It's only been 3 days since the resolution of the Uniswap thing. And most people, after they report a bug, they don't go back and check it unless, dude, I'm telling you, this is unless you're a fanboy, it's like most people, once they report a bug, they don't go back to the site. I'm sorry, it's just how the end user is. This is just a mannerism that people have. You have a bad experience, you report it, you complain, you leave. I don't know why people do it. It's what happens. But if you tell that same user, you follow up and you tell them, hey, go try it now, we fixed it, you get about 60% retention rate. So I don't know what it is for Shibnobi, but from my experience, this is how it would be, right? So we tell those Uniswap users, go try it. And then, during the AMA, we're seeing the Uniswap guys get resolved. Oh, yep, I'm able to swap. Yep, this is working. But then the other issues that are happening are people start reporting a loss of tokens. So at this point, no one knows. You have to show me times to screenshots, right? At this point, Cliff did something with the burn wallet where he wanted to turn on reflection and burn for the contract. There was no change in the price. There was no change in anything. And out of nowhere, we come to the AMA and we start hearing this, right? And we're just at this expression, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. And that's what his thing was. But overnight, your boy, he stayed up, bros. I stayed up. I talked to a lot of devs last night. I have looked at this in like every way. Like I've analyzed it myself. I've had other people analyze it, and I keep coming to the same conclusion. No matter how many ways you try to see it, we saw that the burn wallet was added. And really, one of the first guys that saw this, his name's Sam. He worked with Jason Sario, a developer for PLNT, right? So, guys, all these tech guys, we stick together. Once you know you're a tech guy, it's like we just form a bond. So, Sam came out and he was like, "Hey, did you consider this, Teddy?" And then I'm like, "Hey, you know what? I'll run this by Cliff." But in the end, then we had another guy, Alex, overnight. Like these guys, we stayed up. And then we had all the Indian, Pakistan, Middle East. We had all of our guys. Like there wasn't a single guy not on here. But at this point, everyone's just speculating. So it's overnight. Everyone's just speculating. So I'm the one. So I'm CTO. I'm here listening to everybody telling me what they need to tell me. I'm just listening. And then this Sam guy comes up with this theory, and he's like, "Hey, this." And then we all stop. We're all like, "Okay, can this be true?" Now, your question is, what is it, Teddy? What is it that Sam told you, right? What is it? So Sam comes up to us and he's like, "Hey guys, I have a theory. I don't know if it's true, but you should consider taking a look at it." And I'm like, "Okay, well, this is interesting. I'll definitely give this a read." So he did everything in his power. He's part of the Shinja army, so he reached out to Strong. He did everything he needed to do to make sure we got his message. So he comes out and he's like, "Well, you're onto it. You're almost there, but this is the thing." And what he tells us is, imagine that the burn wallet has a variable like an R owned value, your reflections owned value. And this reflections owned value for your burn wallet is always known, right? So it's usually a percentage. The amount of reflections you have. You have a percentage of the reflections pool, right? So that's the R owned value, right? So now of this R owned value, you all have reflection owned value unless you're whitelisted and you don't get those types of reflections or taxation, whatever it may be. But you all have an R owned value. It's a percentage. There's no fixed value, right? So we know that everyone that has reflections. By the way, Rob T, thank you for the $2 donation. Shinja seems solid for long hold. I'm still holding, man. So regardless, there is this R owned value, and when Cliff went and he turned on reflections for the burn wallet, thinking it was gonna turn on reflections for everybody, right? I'm sorry, it was gonna do an auto burn for the entire contract. What it actually did is this R owned value and this there's this T owned value too. So this R owned value now comes up and the burn wallet goes, "Hey, I'm supposed to have X amount of tokens. I own 47% of the token supply. I'm supposed to have this many tokens." So there's no transaction. There's nothing. Right now, all we've done is we've turned on reflections. So, and the way the reflections works is there's this balance of function. And guys, I know this is so high level. I know. It took me a while to understand too. Like, you're either understanding this or I'm just talking so high level or so into this that you just don't understand. But there is this balance of function that helps determine the value that a holder has. So the balance of function also has this R owned into it. But the balance of is a percentage of your R owned, and the total circulating supply, and that's how it figures out your balance of function. Your balance of the balance that you hold. So when the blockchain, the burn wallet reflections turned on, the burn wallet goes, "I'm supposed to have this much tokens," and it does a correction. Everyone keeps the same percentage. Remember, everyone has our own values. You own X percentage of this token, and it is a percentage that is calculated There's no physical token you guys are holding. I'm sorry. I know this may seem crazy. I know I may sound crazy. Go ask any Solidity developer. If they lie, if they tell you I'm lying, then come, let's debate. I'm okay with that. But there is this percentage, and this percentage was very well explained to me by the Shibnobi guys that I can explain. If you go to Etherscan, right, you get the tokens you own, but you also get that percentage. That percentage is really what's driving the amount of tokens that's shown to you. So when this burn happened, there's a correction that happens where 2%, the burn wallet goes, I'm supposed to have 2% reflections. I got nothing, you know? So everyone keeps the same percentage. It removes the supply of how much it's supposed to get in the burn wallet, and it does a correction. And those tokens that you hold from your balance of function, which consists of both your reflections and your regular tokens, but you still hold the same value. So at 224, when this happened, yesterday when Cliff he turned it on, no one knew, because at that time, literally, it was so fast. It was like, boom, it happened. The burn wallet gets its reflections turned on, 2% goes into the burn wallet, it's auto burned, and that's it. No one else, we don't know anything, because at this time, the circulating, it was so quick. We've removed 2 sextillion, well, 2 quintillion, I forget the amount. It was 2 something. It was sent right to the burn wallet. So now, whatever circulating supply is here, you keep the same percentage. So your value, remember, how is price determined in crypto? It's circulating supply. And oh my God, regardless, I'm gonna get all these terms wrong, and I know there's a lot of like guys out there that are. So that's why I'm being as high level as I can. But that's how a price is determined. And literally, no one noticed that they lost tokens till closer to the night. That's when people started noticing issues. It was brought up in the AMA. Now it's the morning, and I have stayed up all night. I've stayed up like basically all night, just talking to guys, doing this analysis, because you're either broken out. One, now you're at the point of like, okay, this could be the issue. Now, if this is the issue, how do you make it correct? Now, if this isn't the issue, what else could it be? So you have devs that don't agree with you, and you have devs that agree with now the working theory. So we'll call this the working theory. The working theory being, we turned on reflections for the burn wallet. As soon as that was done, a correction was made where no transaction happened, but everyone holds the same percentage, because that's the R-owned value on the balance function. Your balance of function, right? So everyone holders balance. So this is literally to the point that we are now like, okay, so how do we convince these other devs that we're right? Because you don't want anyone not on the same page. Because if you're not all on the same page, there's gonna be issues. So we got all these devs. We're like, okay, how do we get? So I start hitting one-offs. This is where I reach out to Sam. I've reached out to Alex. They give me a third-party insight, and they're like, hey, I believe this. And now Sam comes up with his theory, and I'm like, wait a second, guys. So it's like, here's this new working theory. So I'm like, boom, now let's add on to what we already know, and what Sam has told us, or what Alex has told us. And we start coming up, we're like, wait, it's now like, I want to say I slept for like 4 hours, and then I woke up at 9 or 8. Oh my God, no, I had a meeting early this morning. I think I woke up at 8. So regardless, I woke up at 8. I had to do a Shibnobi software meeting for 9. So it's been crazy. So I'm keeping Shibnobi software going. I'm doing as many things as I can. See John saying shaman here, but I'm doing as many things as I can. And literally, I'm at the point. And guys, by the way, please like the streams. It takes a lot to get me out here and give you my time now. It's quite crazy. I'm still the same. I haven't changed, but I miss you guys a lot. Ganja Goons gang, I miss you guys. I hope you miss me too. And by the way, did you get your boner bears today? Regardless. ADHD like anything. I'm at the point of, I'm just like, okay, all this stuff just happened, and it is now 8 a.m. and I have a working theory. I entered the Shibnobi software meeting, and many of you guys know Cliff went through surgery, right? He had something with his arm, so he got surgery done for that. I'm like, okay, so now Cliff is asleep. I know this information and I have done analysis like anything. And I feel like my theory is now right. The working theory we had as a team, which other devs helped us out, I'm like, I'm feeling this theory is right. So Cliff is going to wake up and in his mind, he's done as much investigation. I literally sat down, guys. Imagine me, young Teddy, noob Teddy, that the only experience I have is I can make you a token, I can read a contract for you, I can, I'm like very new, right? So I never claimed to be an expert in blockchain or development. I've always done AWS consulting and building apps, right? So I'm here and I'm like, Cliff, I've been in meetings like anything for the last like 7 hours. This is what I believe. I know this sounds silly, but like this is what's going through my brain because this is how my brain works. And I'm just like, this may sound silly. So he comes out of surgery, he's doped up on medicine, and I'm like explaining this thing to him. And imagine how much he cares about this project to like right after surgery be able like, I need to call Teddy and find out what's going on. Like that is the value that he has in me, right? So I'm like, okay, I explained the entire thing. But this is the thing. We at this point we agree with the working theory, but we don't agree on whether it affects the reflections only or it affects everybody's tokens as a whole. But the one thing that we stayed true to is we know that our owned percentage does not change. So even if tokens left the your holders, some of these guys aren't as big of a whales. So some of the whales may feel like they got affected more. But in the end, that percentage is the same. That's what. So right now there's a sell-off, and what's happening is people are seeing, the FUD about Shinja right now, and they go, "Oh my God, I lost tokens!" And these new guys that are reporting the issue are going, "Oh, I lost all my tokens, Shinja. Like you guys lost my tokens. I've lost this much." But really, what's happened is you lost your tokens a long time ago. I'm saying a long time. It's only been a day, but regardless, you didn't notice then. Because there was no price impact. Now there's a price impact because we're transparent. We're telling you what happened and the price is going down. So people are thinking, they're putting 2 and 2 together, which are two different issues, right? The sell-off is different than us going through the tokens being taken out, because when those tokens were taken off, no one complained about it till the AMA, till after the shift token, right? So regardless, this is the issue now where we are in a state where we have lost, we have those tokens are gone. They're in the burn wallet. They are burned. And people are asking, how do you fix this? How do you get to the point where you do right by the Shinja investors? So, now this is now like, guys, this is now like 2 p.m., right? So this is how quickly we're moving. Like, there's not a single thing that we're not informing. Like the amount of phone calls Cliff gets is crazy. Like getting his time is unbelievable. So I feel very, very blessed that he even picks up my phone call. You don't even know. If it's like anything. It's like I call Cliff and he's like, "Yeah, Teddy," and I'm like, "Dude, like I literally listen to you. Like ignore this and this and this many phone calls, and I love when you like just answer my calls. Like, nope, this one's important. So." Cliff comes to the thing. He's like, okay, we need to let people know. We now know what the issue is. Yes, there may be an issue with some of the devs don't think it only affects the reflections. Other devs thinks it doesn't affect the reflection, doesn't affect the tokens you hold, and even our internal devs are having a conflict of interest trying to understand who's right, who's wrong. So we're like, screw that. As of now, trying to understand that. Let's go out and tell people, because we're in the state where there's other Solidity devs out there. They're going to figure this out. But in fact, not many Solidity devs figured it out, because this is the most craziest scenario that I think any token has gone through. And also, a lot of tokens that are coming up recently are templates of the Shinja contract. So reach out to me, Shibnobi Software. You want to prevent this yourself. But regardless, I'm trying to throw a joke in there. It may be cruel. I'm sorry. I got to laugh at myself. All right. I'm not even reading the comments. I'm sorry. But I'm at the point of like, yeah, Cliff, like, all right. So Cliff's like, okay, let's go. We're going to tell the people. So we get on this AMA. or not AMA. We went on Telegram, and from like 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, there's this whole thing debacle happening where we're explaining to the community what's happened. And when you hear this type of news, even as an investor, even as I'm sitting here today, knowing I've lost tokens myself, my family has lost tokens themselves, I'm affected by this, and I look at the price, I completely understand. I completely understand. There is no sense of disbelief. There's no sense of non-recognition that comes your way. I believe you. I've gone through the same thing, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, and now this is something that happened yesterday. These guys are thinking because of the sell-off today and our transparency that we know something's going on, that they're doing the sell-off, and the people that don't know are now insinuating that because they lost quads or quins or whatever they've lost, um, they think that it's because of the tokens being lost. But the tokens being lost wasn't even an issue till the sell-off. So there's all these things that come into play, and it's like I'm sitting here as a developer. I'm here watching Cliff, who's gone through surgery, who's moving, who's like, guys, this guy, like, there's nothing in his house. Like, let the guy move. And then he has the surgery thing before he has to move. So it's like he's going through a lot too. And it's just the weirdest feeling. So we resolved this issue. Everything is good. So right now I'm talking to you. Uniswap works. Dojo Swap works. You can trade all the tokens that you need to. Shibnobi works. The taxation, the slippage, I did have to set it 18%. Some people even said 19%. I did have to increase that slippage for both Dojo Swap, Uniswap in order to get those verified transactions. Because so many people are used to the 15%, I think maybe because the 8% has turned on, we have to account for that taxation. So regardless, this is something that has happened. This is all the things I can verify. This is 100% legitimate. If you missed it, and you are not watching the Shibnobi AMA, one of the things that Cliff said is, in order to fix this, he's honest. The first thing is he's honest. He's like, Teddy, yep, I did this. Because at the point of Cliff going to sleep on that AMA, I'm sorry, 1 second. Somebody just messaged me. All right, so regardless, I got to read your message after. I know you mean good things. I know you mean good things. I love you still. Oh, actually, maybe I will read this. To help explain why the glitch did not devalue an investor's bag, tokens you own relative to total circulating supply has not changed. After the glitch, you still hold the same percentage of total supply. Since market cap did not change due to the glitch, the value of your bag did not decline due to the glitch. Bro, you say glitch in here so many times, you're killing me. It's a function. It's a function call. It's the our owned value, the balance of function, and then when you turn the reflections on, this is what started the entire thing, right? For example, when a stock splits, everyone gets more shares, but still own the same percentage relative to the total number of shares. Market cap does not change either. As a result, the value of your bag does not increase or decrease due to the stock split. Oh my God, that's a great way to explain it. I hope that helps you guys. But in the end, yeah, perfect way to explain that. I appreciate you, Ana, Miss Analytics. I appreciate that. In the end, what it comes down to is there was no price that we didn't even know. And now Cliff, he's aware people, and the devs resolve, is this reflections or does this also impact the tokens that you have? And I think Anna did a good job of explaining how that percentage is what matters, and you guys still own that same percentage. Now there's a sell-off, and that sell-off is happening. I don't know. It feels like I can't even tell you guys anything about Shibnobi price or price manipulation or indicate buy or sell signals. I can't do any of this anymore. But like, if you knew old Teddy, if you guys knew old Teddy, like pre-CTO Teddy, he's a big believer in the Shivalingam. I still 100% believe that Cliff's goal is to make this correct. And the way he's going to make it correct is by doing this buyback at the highest percentage that he can go to. Do that sell, and then return it back to the 8% reflections. And there's two more buybacks and burns, right? So both of those, they're going to go to the highest reflections amount that he can do, and that's really where we're at right now. So I'm thinking that this will help a lot of you guys. And I know I'm like 30 minutes in trying to explain this. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna come on here. I'm explaining 10 minutes. I'm gonna end the video. I'll be good. But this is the problem. I talk too much. I explain things too much, and people may not like it. So I think now, if you've heard all of this, you watch me for 35 minutes, please hit the like. I appreciate it. But I'm willing to take some questions. I feel like I've explained this to the best of my ability. So yeah, I'm gonna end this stream and I'm gonna make a new stream where we can just do questions. I keep saying this, but even for me to do this, it's gonna be crazy. Yes, we're all gonna do it in one stream. Let's just do the questions here, just so it's all on the same topic. So if you guys have questions regarding any of your Shibnobi issues like that, definitely let me know. I'm willing to answer it. There's nothing for me to hide. You guys know as much as I know. I'm as transparent as I can be. Cliff is as transparent as he can be, and we believe this is what's happened and this is where we're at. No, thank you, Pedro. I appreciate it. Can we please just do the last airdrop so we can prove that the bots work and show our community that to grow confidence back? Yeah, there's been many things, Dame, that people have said regarding ensuring trust on the bots, the pre-sale bots that are running. Goal is, as soon as we know, we're gonna. I don't know. Some people even told us, "Hey, can you prove to it works? Maybe deploy it on something else and show us that it works." And it's like that's something I have to go talk to that team about, but I'll let them know. Uniswap not working, Dojo Swap not working, tokens missing. Source Shibnobi says honestly what is going on, but that doesn't change the chart, which is what investors care about. And the chart is bad right now. The chart is bad. Not arguing, my man. Just trying to help you. Not FUD. It's not needed. Cliff will do us upright. Trust in that. Yes, Jay Johnson, completely agree. I believe in Cliff. I still do. I will. I probably always will because I feel like he's got the same ideas as me. He wants to be transparent. He wants to do so much for this community, and I really feel like he's here to help other cryptos. Like he is not a selfish guy at all. Jay Johnson, you're right. It was 3%, but after a few months, Cliff stated some goals for the community, and we accomplished these goals. So he changed the percentage of reflections. Shinja to the moon. Yep, Cliff is legit. Yes, I agree. Where is my last token go? They went to the burn wallet. They're in the burn wallet. Thank you, sir. Dame Piper, I appreciate you. Since you done forgot about me. Wait, what the heck? Throw me a wrench so I can control your chat. Since you done forgot about me, what's happening? What's happening in the chat? Are they being crazy? Do I not have enough mods in there? Don't people say I have enough mods? I haven't forgotten about you. We're supposed to do NFTs, Miss NFT Queen. How can I forget about you? You are a huge part of the Ganja Goons gang, and they want them NFTs. Do you know how many? Do you know how many things, like literally, people message me about you? Cliff is legit. Oh yeah. I lost all my reflections plus my job and my girlfriend. I need answers. Larry J, you're killing me. I hope I've given you answers. Watch the last 38 minutes. Piccolo on Dojo Swap Monday. Yes, this is true. Larry J, bro, why lie? Will Cliff be on an AMA tonight? So Cliff just went through surgery. I've been talking to him on pain meds all day. This is like a question I do not know. I personally do not know. And if he comes on, I'll be tuned in. I'll be listening. You guys know that's what I'm going to do. If he doesn't, I'm sure he'll come on tomorrow for emergency AMA, emergency AMA. Sorry, my second language. You're so ADD. Yes, I know. I have a lot of ADD. I'm sorry. Andre McKenzie, hello, dude. There's an AMA tonight. Yes, Monday through Friday, there's AMAs on Telegram. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Twitter. These are the things. Wait, let me just put up the Shibnobi chart because I don't think you guys want to see the ticket. Okay, so we're getting a little. I mean, it is definitely outside. I can't even do technical analysis on this. I'm sorry. 1825. 4169. 4103. Yeah, so it's basically. We'll see. It definitely indicates investor sentiment out there. So the chart definitely speaks about the sentiment. Lost my rewards from Gold Farm, not Reflections rewards. So I've heard about this Gold Farm thing. I'm not involved with the Gold Farm team. That is a Cliff exclusive. He's worked out a thing with them. So you will have to go to the AMA about the Gold Farm. I can't speak too much on that as I haven't met that team. But the teams I have met, I'm 100%. I'm involved. I will tell you what you need to know. So Teddy, when Uniswap is down, will Dojo follow suit? No, Dojo Swap has its own liquidity pool, and the reflections will benefit the pre-sellers and get an airdrop. No. Dojo Swap has its own liquidity pool. So you can. So when Uniswap was down, we actually told people to go use Dojo Swap, and we had increases on Dojo Swap usage because Uniswap was down because people couldn't sell. Then Cliff did the 1 inch. He did the sell on 1 inch, the swap, and as soon as he did that, Uniswap started working. And people have been using Uniswap and Dojo Swap. We're getting a lot of usage. So even if you looked at Shift Tokens launch, right? PLNT, any of these token launches, there's a reason they're choosing Dojo Swap. You can swap. So we have the utility, we have the usage, and really what we're trying to do now is become that tile. Like Uniswap's a tile on the D apps for Coinbase. Uniswap's a tile for DeFi. Uniswap's a tile like a tile on the DApps browser, right? We want to become a tile there. We want people to start using Dojo Swap. So that's the goal. And the more usage we get, the more Shinja that is burned. So we actually burn tokens when you use Dojo Swap. So benefits there. But do your own research. Because both liquidity pools are different, you should look at where you get the best deal. Like last night during Shift Token launch, for the first 3 minutes, it was better to buy Shift Token on Dojo Swap and then go sell it on Uniswap, and then the price evens out because it's two liquidity pools. That's what happens. So people want burns, and we got 6 quintillion. I don't know the actual thing. Is it 6 quadtillion? Regardless, yes, we got a 2% burn for free, basically. So people wanted to burn. We got our burn, but now investor sentiment is down. So that's the issue. I thought it was Saturday too. Dude, I know it feels like it's been crazy. Chiba Lingams. Okay, I've caught up with the chat. Hopefully I didn't miss anything crazy. NFT Queen, I appreciate you. Still big fan of the Shivalingam. I'm hoping for a speedy recovery. I'm hoping Cliff does right. I'm hoping the investor sentiment comes back. There's a lot of things that have happened these last 2 days. Our goal is to keep the project going. I'm acquainted with as many people as I can be. And really, that's what I want to tell you guys. So if you guys have been watching me for the last 40 minutes, you're wondering what's going on with Shinja, please guide them to this video. If not, guide them to go to the AMA tonight, because this is where you're going to get the official news. This is where people are going to understand that this is really what's happening. This is the transparency I want to give you. I don't want to be like other tokens, just like Cliff says, right? We want to be transparent. We are owning up to that mistake about accidentally adding, or not even accidentally, with a good cause. Cliff had intention to turn on an auto burn feature, and it did not work out. And it's a hard time comprehending why you have less tokens. People see the price impact. They think because of the less tokens and the price impact, they lost tokens, and that's why they're down so much. But in reality, they're two separate issues. I hope this video does address both. Uniswap not working. Please try your slippage at 19% then, because 18, I'm assuming 15% didn't work. Let's just accommodate. Instead of going 17, 18, just go right to 19, because the slippage, whatever is used, right? So I'm hoping that'll work for you there, Jerry. But we've had people. Teddy is my daddy. I believe in Shinja. We're going to be okay. Yes, there's still a lot of things. There's still a lot of things going on. A lot of catalysts. Lot of. I can't even tell you because it's like market manipulation if I do. So yes, I love Shinja. That's it, guys. You won't become rich overnight. You absolutely won't, and you won't. You should diversify your portfolio as well, right? These are things I always have said. So don't just rely on one thing. Rely on many things. Um, I'm sorry. I'm just showing the Shivalingam. I was actually reading some crazy posts and comments that people every time I put up the Shiv. Dude, there's this guy. He takes a screenshot every time I put up the Shivalingam, and he like touches it on his monitor, and he's like, "Teddy, you think I'm kidding?" And he shows me all these screenshots, and I'm like, "Bro, like." You're a hardcore believer. He's like, the Shivalingam changed my life. I'm like, I completely understand. The Shivalingam changed my life. And I know it sounds crazy, but until I witnessed him, I'm like, wow. You are so to that guy, or not that guy as an NFT Queen's husband, but the guy that keeps taking pictures of my Shivalingam and praising it. Here's a picture without me in the shot as much as I can do, man. So somehow Photoshop the fingers out or something. I don't know. Work with somebody. Oh man, shout out to that guy. It was quite crazy. So guys, it seems like most of you are good with what I've said. I appreciate it. I am not able to do as many videos, but literally I can record content. I just need to find an editor. If I find the editor, then I can just have him like be like I can record myself, right? I have times I can record myself, but I need someone to edit it for me. I'm willing to pay them. I saw on Fiverr it's $5, It really is $5. But I'm like, what's that content going to be like? And how long am I going to keep paying $5 to a guy to edit like, these are gigabyte videos. Who knows what he's going to do to them? And $5 just feels so cheap. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But this is a thing. My channel is suffering tremendously because of that. So we'll see. We'll see. My goal, hopefully I get an editor. If not, at some point I just have to find time. And time is something that's very limited for me. But my goal is to keep you guys here, keep you guys fresh content, get you guys what you need to. Ganja Goons gang, I freaking love you guys. Like GGGG. I NFT soon, merchandise soon. I've shipped out some of the things. I still have to do the Shivalingams. I am feeling better, much better. I feel much better. So yeah, that's the goal. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. As far as updates from my side, um, yeah, I don't think there's anything else crazy. How's everyone else? Everyone doing good? Have you guys been good? Anything happening new with you? Do you need to tell me anything? Is everyone happy? Is everyone safe? Are you? Is everyone concerned about anything? Did you guys get in on any of the crazy? By the way, a bunch of you, I did ape into Apple DAO. I did lose money in Apple DAO. So I don't know. I'm still holding on to it. Let's see what happens. I pulled out as much as I could because I could only sell zero point 0.5 iterations. It was a degen play. I said it on Twitter. I said it on the stream, but I aped in. I lost money. It happened. And then Shift Token, I am a private sale wallet, but during Shift Token, I thought it would be a good idea to buy the token during launch and flip it, and your boy Teddy lost money there. So I bought like 1 ETH of Shift Token on launch at the high, and it dropped, and I had like zero point 0.3 ETH of Shift Token at the end of that. So I was quite disappointed, and I am just not having enough time to do the right things and do the right research. So next time I will buy on the dip after instead of on the initial buy. So still have the private sale bag. We'll see what happens there. There's so many restrictions even for private sales for Shift token. So there's not going to be a private sale guy dumping on you. The developer there for Shift token, he's top notch. Really love him. Heavyweight Shinja found a good guy. He got the contract made well. I like him. Guys, all I do is talk to devs. This is my life, and then I like having this like time with us, the GGG Ganja Goons. I love you, Ganja Goons. Like, what you think of cult, bro? What do you mean? Is that a real thing? What happened to Apple DAO? Apple DAO did crazy. The stream is turning into from Shinja. At this point, if you're watching for Shinja, you can drop off. Like, we're gonna continue on, but this isn't part of like the number 39 series or whatever. Apple DAO WBNB. Here we go. It suffered like a rug pull-ish type thing. Wait, is this it? Oh, is this not it? Wait. Apple DAO app. Here we go. Give me the contract address. Yo, no one buy this. Don't buy this. Do not buy this. Do not fall for me. Do not fall for this. I have lost money in this. Ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. All right, let me see. All right, yeah. So straight rug pull, right? Refresh. Look at this. Bro. I started up here. It rug pulled, right? This is straight rug pull. Right? I'm below where I started. And it continued downtrending. I've just straight lost money. There's no, and we are now beyond the floor. We are in the freaking basement, guys. We're in the basement, and people are still trading this, buys and sells. Isn't that crazy? So yeah. Apple DAO. Do not listen to me. I'm not a good guy. Apple DAO Teddy, really? Bro, legal got wrecked, bro. I'm the one that told legal. GGG Crypty Field. Thank you. Apple DAO did Apple turnover. So yeah, I still have it. I'm still holding on. Bro, I legit lost 4 BNB. I lost 4 BNB in Apple. Like, I pulled out as much as I could, but it's all gone. And I was literally going to use the profits for Shift token on launch, but then I think back, I'm like, everything happens for a reason. So, I ended up losing money on Shift token because I bought at the high, and Shift token still, going for an all-time high. So yeah, it's been crazy. It's been wild. And then during all this, I'm dealing with the devs. I'm listening to meetings. I'm doing this. I still have to go to the mall and do this. I mean, not the mall, the shipping store and ship the Shivalingams out. Emily's at the point of like, Teddy, you don't have time to do this. Just order them things on Amazon. I'm like, no, that's not authentic. You guys need the Shivalingam that touched my Shivalingam, because that's what makes these Shivalingams authentic. So yeah, a lot of Shivalingam talk. I'm sorry. Bad apple. Yes, I am. I am bad. Wait, did this just happen? I looked away for 2 seconds. I thought it was doing good. Did it rug pull a rug pull? Did this happen on stream? Did I miss this? No, did it always look like this? I'm crazy. Guys, it's been a long day. I've slept for like maybe 4 hours. I say 4 hours, but it probably wasn't even 4. I closed my eyes for a long time. That's what happened. But like, then again, my body's never needed that much sleep. Like, even in Dubai, like, they would tell me to get some sleep, and I'd be like, guys, I'm good, because I'd be up within like 5 hours. It's like, this is all the sleep my body needs. I don't need any more. You can't force me to sleep, And now I can't even do the morning shows because the stream's about Shinja. But if you came for Shinja, I'm not talking about Shinja anymore. But yeah, was Apple DAO doxed? They weren't doxed. That should have been my first key. We need the same Shiba Lingam strains. Yes, you do. You need the Shiba Lingams. I believe. Oh, I mean, I guess I'm not doing. I was really saving this for number 39, but I will do it. I have all this Dubai footage. I did meet the Shirio guy, and he did give me the Shirio um, Founders Pack. So I am holding on to a Shirio Founders Pack as well as a Shirio coin, a coin of Shirio. I tried asking them for the Riley Reid shirt. They said they already auctioned that off for almost 21,000 ETH. So, no, I'm just kidding. Teddy, did the issue of reflections affect the exchanges? I just noticed I didn't get any reflections yesterday and today on Bitmart. I'm not sure. Bitmart has its own liquidity pool. Exchanges do their own buys and sells. It's outside of our realm of looking into it. I have a weird vibe about Pixel presale. Bro, don't even tell me this because I signed up for the Pixel presale. I believe in Tangi. I believe in that guy. So I really need Pixel presale to do something. Yo, PLNT's up 6% today. And PLNT, my boy Jason, he's making the rounds. You know, I know he's quit. Today's his last day in the job. So, oh man, when I zoom out, it looks bad. When I zoom out, it looks bad. But we're gonna get it. Oh yeah, there. Someone must have bought. These tiny buys affect the price this much. So imagine. So PLNT, big fan. Tarp, another one. You know how Tarp's doing. How we doing, Tarp? Well, okay. I'm on the 5-minute chart. I know I don't usually use the 5-minute. Let me go to the 4-hour. Pre-sale is out. Yeah, the Pixel pre-sale. You didn't do the Pixel pre-sale, bro? Pixel. Dude, I literally suffered on the last stream. Whatever number, go look at the numbers. 37 or 38. Any update? Okay, wait. I may actually have to go if. Second, guys. Give an update on the chat. I could just try it myself. Sorry, I need to respond to that. There are certain things I need to respond to. There's other things I don't need to respond to. And this one I definitely need to respond to. Oh my god, I just read. Why do I have this bad habit of reading everything I type? Because that's, oh my god. Regardless, I need to stop doing that. You click on this. So yet again, I clicked on this. Whatchamacallit, pre-sale. I click on pre-sale, and then boom, I'm here. You see? And you have to do all these things. Follow us on Twitter, join the Discord community, join the Telegram, retweet, blah, blah, blah. And then you apply here, you give them all your stuff. And once they have your stuff, you're in. That's it. You're in. I'm just saying urine multiple times. Oh my god. This is Teddy. This is how Teddy works. All right. I think I've been here enough. I think I am now just rambling. And really, this was supposed to be about Shimba. Did I say Shimba again? There's an inside joke, all right? So now Shimba just keeps coming back. John, $20 donation. Thank you very much. Everybody need to buy the dip. Perfect timing. I need a Shiba Lingam. Hook me up, Teddy. John, if you live in the United States, reach out to me. I sent out a Shiba Lingam to Australia. You know how much it cost me? It cost me more than the price of a Shivalingam. It cost me like 7 times the price of a Shivalingam. I paid 260 USD to ship something out to Australia. UPS, thank you very much. I also hate you at the same time. Yeah, that was a very miserable time in the store. So yeah, you're welcome. But the Shivalingam needed to get there, and I believe in the Shivalingam, so I paid the price just so you get the Shivalingam that you need, and that is to our boy Gingy. So Gingy, I'm hoping you get that Shivalingam, and my boy Dan Fitzpatrick. He's also next. Pulo is correct. Tangi is the pre-sale on Pulo. Hey, look, Tangi's here. She's from Pixel. Confirmations are to be sent just before launch 1 week. Manchester, New Hampshire, bro. What the hell? The reason I say what the hell is I lived in Merrimack, New Hampshire, bro. I'm straight New Hampshire boy, bro. Straight New England. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Shivalingam token? No tokens, bro. Look at how much tokens have to deal with. Look at how much stress Cliff, Jason, any of these owners of tokens, the community comes after you. You got whales. There's all these things you gotta keep and addressing. It's like I don't want that stress. At least not right now. I'm good. I like what I do. I'm happy where I am. I'm blessed to be brought up by the Shinja army to where I currently stand. So I appreciate that a lot, you know. But guys, I am gonna cut it here. I wanted to keep this short just for mainly Shibnobi. Also connect some connecting with you time. It's been nice. I love seeing you guys, and there's a lot of you, like 100, and have only been going for an hour. It used to take me like 4 hours of streaming in order to get to 100 viewers. So 100 of you guys, please like the stream before you leave. This helps us out in the rankings, and I need that. I need that more than anything. You don't even have to subscribe; just like it. You can like the stream. You can leave. I'm completely okay. But I love you all. Thank you. I hope this explains a lot, especially if you're a Shibnobi investor. And I'm as transparent as I can be. And Ganja Goons, I am out. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I can literally say this all day, every day. There's so much respect. There's so much